Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. In this video, we will discuss a Poison Tree poem by William Blake. First of all, we will discuss all the basic ideas, concepts and background of this poem. After this, I will provide you handwritten notes with proper summary, analysis, major themes and literary devices of the poem. So let's begin. First of all, let's introduce the William Blake. William Blake was born in 1757 in London and died in 1827. He was a very famous English poet, painter, printmaker of the Romantic era. Romantic age started in 1785 to 1830. He belongs to Romantic age, but critics believe that he doesn't follow the structure conventions of the Romantic age. His major focus on observing human nature, causes of destruction, evil passions that destroy human pace. His first major work was collection of poems named Songs of Innocence that was published in 1789. His final work, the epic poem Jerusalem, that was left unfinished at the time of his death in 1827. He is believed to have death from natural cause. In order to understand a writer biography, what are the things that we need to remember? First of all, his date of birth, date of death, reason for his death, his first major work, last work, are the things that we need to understand. Background. This poem, A Poison Tree, was published in 1794 in his collection of poems named Songs of Experience. In this poem, the writer is actually using a metaphor to compare two unlikely things like a poison tree with anger and destruction. The writer, through metaphor, actually conveys the power, the importance of communication. The writer explores that what happens if we express our emotions, our feelings to others, and what happens if we suppress our feelings. The writer says that expressing our emotions to others leads to strengthen our relationships. On the other hand, suppressing our feelings leads to destruction. The writer uses a lot of literary devices like imagery, symbolism, personification in this poem that become the reason of popularity of this poem. Okay, let's discuss the text of the poem. This poem basically consists of 16 lines, 4 stanzas. Each stanza consists of 4 lines. First stanza, I was angry with my friend, I told my wrath, my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe, I told it not, my wrath did grow. In these lines, the writer is basically saying that, first of all, he is angry with his friend. Then what he did, he expressed his anger, the reason why he is angry with him, to his friend. Then what happened? All his misunderstandings clear. After this, he was angry with a person he considered his enemy. He didn't express his anger to him. The result was that his anger went on increasing day by day. In this poem, in these lines, the writer is basically saying that true love and friendship with others exist on sincerity of our feelings. It is open-mindedness and frank expression of our anger which removes bitterness in our life. If we are angry with someone, we must express the causes of anger with them and try to remove our misunderstanding with them. If we do it on time, the bond of our relationship will be re-established. Second stanza, and I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears, and I sunned it with smiles, and with soft deceitful wiles. In these lines, the poet says that he nourished the tree of anger with fears, and he imagined that his enemy was hatching a plot against him. He thought that he would do damage to him. His imaginary fear filled his mind with poisonous feelings against his enemy. His anger went on increasing day by day. He watered this tree day and night with painful thoughts that brought tears into his eyes. Then what the poet did? He hid his anger. Outwardly he became a friend of his enemy, but inwardly he remained his enemy. He gave impression to his enemy that he was his well-wisher. He tried to win him by his soft smiles, but inwardly he remained very hostile to him. Third stanza. And it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright, and my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. In these lines, the writer says that how the hidden anger then grew till it bore an apple bright. This apple actually representing the speaker anger and wrath that appear very beautiful and attractive from outside, but was very poisonous from inside. The attraction of the apple attract the enemy, but he is unaware of the poisonous nature of apple. The writer actually says that how the hidden feelings leads to destruction. Just like the brightness of apple, the writer is very friendly, the well-wisher of his enemy from outside, but inside he have a lot of poison for his enemy. Last stanza. And into my garden stole, when the night had veiled the pole. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. The writer says that the enemy entered into the poet's garden to steal the bright apple. It was the darkness of night. He plucked the apple from the tree and ate it. As soon as he ate the apple, he fell down and died. The apple was poisonous, as it is nourished by hate and anger. In the morning, the poet felt happy to see his enemy lying beneath the tree. The poet ensnared him into his trap by his hypocrisy. His enemy he wanted to deprive the poet of the apple but become the victim of his hypocrisy. Major themes. Themes are basically the universal ideas and message that writer actually wants to convey to his audience. First theme is anger. Anger is the most prominent theme in the poem Poison Tree. The whole poem is all about anger and its dangerous and destructive consequences. Second theme is danger of unresolved conflict. The writer says that we have to express, not suppress. The writer actually convey the power and importance of communication. The writer says that we have to express our feelings and emotions openly without any hesitation because it can clear all our misunderstandings. Theme is duality of human nature. Duality of human nature is also a prominent theme in the Poison Tree poem. The idea of duality of human nature refers to that belief that every person has both good and evil side within them. We have capacity to do both good and bad things. The poem shows that how speaker nourish their negative emotions of fear day and night. Last theme is secrecy and deception. Secrecy simply means keeping something secret, as the speaker keeps his anger secret for his enemy. Deception means he is deceiving continually to his enemy. He shows that he is his friend, from outside, but inside he is his enemy and he just want to take revenge from his enemy. So he is continually showing that he is his friend by nature, by outside world, but inside he is his friend. So he is deceiving his enemy. Okay, now let's discuss literary devices used in the poem A Poison Tree. First one is metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech that makes a direct comparison between two things that are not literally alike. In metaphor, basically we compare two things that are not similar to each other without using words like and as. For example, in the poem we compare anger with the poison tree. Second one is personification. Personification is a literary device that gives human characteristics or abilities to non-human beings. In personification, we give human qualities to non-human beings. For example, in the poem, the lines, and it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright. The anger is personified as being able to grow and bear fruit. Third one is imagery. Imagery is basically the use of descriptive language to represent objects, actions or ideas. It is basically the use of such type of language, when the reader read about something, they can be able to visualize the thing. And this whole poem creates a lot of images in the minds of reader. When the reader read this poem, they can able to, see the things in their imaginations. Fourth one is repetition. Repetition simply means repetition of words, phrases or sentences in the poem. The first stanza of the poem is example of repetition. There are a lot of repetitions in the first stanza like wrath. Wrath word is repeated many times. Last one is symbolism. Symbolism is the use of symbols to represent ideas or qualities. For example, poison tree and its fruit symbolizes the destructive nature of anger and its consequences. Moral lesson. The key lesson that writer actually wants to convey. The writer says that human needs love for its progress. As I already said that William Blake was the observer of human nature. He observed the things that causes destruction, the evil passions that destroy everything. The writer observed that anger is the major cause of destruction. So he suggested that instead of keeping anger inside, we have to express them openly for our benefit. If we keep anger inside us, it is not only worse for ourselves but others also.